Hey guys, we are going to find the volume of some hemispheres today. So a hemisphere is literally half a sphere. So all we're going to do is take our volume of a sphere. If you need a review on this, I'll link a video in the corner. We're going to take this formula and multiply it by 1/2, because we're literally finding half of it, which gives me the volume of a hemisphere. 2/3 times pi times the radius cubed. Let's go ahead and apply this on our first problem. So the volume of this hemisphere is going to be 2/3 times pi. If you're like, I do not know what pi is, I've got a video in the corner I'll link for you. Times the radius. Radius is this number right here. It goes from the center of my hemisphere to the edge, and it is 9. So we are going to do 9 cubed. Okay, let's go ahead and multiply this out. When I do 9 cubed, I'm going to do 9. If you don't know how, you use this, it's called the caret button. So 9 cubed gives me 729. And then I'm going to multiply it by 2/3. And I get 486. So I have that the volume is 486. That's when I multiply the numbers. We still have pi. Now that is called our exact answer because pi is literally a decimal that goes on forever, doesn't repeat. So we always have to do some rounding when we're dealing with pi. So sometimes people like you to leave it like this. So if your teacher wants you to leave it like that, great. If not, we're going to multiply it out. Now, when you use pi, you can either use the pi button on your calculator or you can use 3.14. I'm going to use 3.14. If you use the pi button, it just might round slightly differently. So I'm going to do 486 times 3.14. And I end up with a volume of 1,526.04. Now, whenever we do volume, units are very important because the volume is not just this, and it's also not just this. When we're talking about volume, we are asking ourselves, in this case in centimeters, how many little cubes that are 1 centimeter by 1 centimeter by 1 centimeter would fit inside this hemisphere? Now, to show that in our answer, we're going to do centimeters cubed. So whenever you're figuring out volume, your units should always be cubed. All right, there's our first one. Okay, let's look at our second one. To find the volume of this hemisphere, we are going to do the same thing. 2/3 times pi times the radius cubed. Now, you might want to just write 36 cubed, but I want the radius. This one is all the way across. That's my diameter. I just want the radius, which is half of this. So half of 36 is 18. So my radius is 18 inches. So we're going to do 18 cubed. Awesome. Okay, let's multiply our numbers together first. So I'm going to do 18 cubed, and I get 5,832. I'm going to multiply that by 2/3. And I get 3,888. But we have not put in pi yet. So that's my exact answer. If that is what your teacher wants, just make sure to put your units on. But we are going to go ahead and multiply 3,888 by 3.14 and get a volume of 12,208.32 inches cubed. There we go. There's that volume. Okay, I hope this was helpful. I will have some more videos linked in the corner if you need more volume videos, and I'll also have a link in the description to this calculator if you are interested. Thanks.